Hello all, thanks for joining. I am Karthik Rachapodi and welcome to the demo of Devin. Before we start the demo, let's create an empty repository in the GitHub. I have just created a new repository KRB, which stands for Karthik Rachapodi Bank. It is an empty repository. It just contains a readme.txt file. This repository will be integrated with Devin so that Devin can generate artifacts and commit all of them into this particular repository. Coming back to Devin, I'm giving a very high-level prompt. I'm telling Devin to create a bank application named KRB. The bank's users should be able to create employees, while the employees should be able to manage customers and their accounts. I've also included additional information of what front-end technologies and back-end technologies needs to be used. I clicked on Go Ahead and Devin started generating the application. Based on the given prompt, it has taken more than half an hour to generate the overall application. Initially, Devin has devised a detailed plan and laid down what features need to be created. Then, in an iterative fashion, Devin generates the code, tests the code, fixes the bugs, and regenerates the code, and the cycle continues until Devin finds confidence in its final product. During this red-green refactor phase, Devin internally uses these inbuilt tools such as shell, where we can track the progress, code, where we can review the generated code, and browser, through which Devin can test the features generated by it. Once the code generation part is completed, Devin will give us the detailed information which will help us in installing the front-end and the back-end components. Let us look into how the GitHub repository is populated with these generated artifacts. Coming back to my GitHub repository, Devin has just pushed all its latest changes to this branch, Devin/something. If I get into the activity section, I can clearly see that Devin AI integration bot has made somewhere around 5 commits with several changes. Let us go back to the code. Let me choose the branch. Devin has generated backend and the frontend code and pushed it to this particular branch. Let me open setup.md file. Devin has also created local development setup guide through which we can clearly see the project structure and the deployment related commands. So let's go ahead and try to deploy this in some cloud service provider. I have just deployed the generated application in Amazon Web Services. This is how KRB Bank looks in your browser. Let me try to log in using admin credentials. This is how the dashboard looks like. We can see all the features integrated automatically. If I get into customers, it lists down all the existing customers. In the accounts tab, I can see different types of accounts tagged to each of those customers. I can go ahead and change the status of each and every account. There is a customer account relationships tab here, where we can clearly see how many accounts are associated with each of those customers, and what type of accounts are there. Let me quickly create one customer. Here we can see complex widgets such as date components or SSN validations, etc. The customer has been successfully created over here. Let us try to add an account for him. I'm choosing one among the existing customers, the test customer, selecting a fixed deposit for this particular customer, and then typing in the initial balance. Here I can see the account number for the test customer and the type of the account and the balance. Additionally, admin users will have added privilege of managing employees. They can go ahead and create new employees or admins and remove them according to the business needs. That concludes the demonstration of the application generated by Devin. Last but not the least, Devin can create beautiful documentation for the code that it generates. Let's get into Deep Wiki section over here and choose the KRB project. Devin has created a high-level architectural diagram over here. Additionally, it creates detailed class diagrams and domain model diagrams and entity relationship diagrams. Furthermore, it can create sequence diagrams for all the workflows, and it provides all the API details within our application. There are many more in terms of configuration, data transfer objects, development environment, etc.